rolling. Holy cow. Damn. Ding a ding a ding a ding ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. We are into StarRupture. We were rebuilding our whole Wolfram base yesterday, and holy shit, that turned out to be a hell of a lot more than we expected to do. We we had little challenges on ourselves. Not that we had to have them, but we just had them. Just the way that it happened. I was trying to make it compact and not just spread it out everywhere. So I was trying to fit everything into one area. Problem is when I fit everything into one area, then our heat went through the roof, and so we had to kind of try to deal with that too. And so we bounced around a little bit. We got it figured out though. I mean, we got it sorted at a certain point. We did get it sorted. Kicker is really to make it the most efficient, we need this base core amplifier right here. And that takes electromagnetic coils. And we're not even making magnetic coils yet. We're going to have to figure out magnetic coils, I think, first. Because we really, if we're going to keep doing compact stuff, we need to be able to have that bigger. So we got to do these super magnets. So we're going to kind of put some of our compacting stuff on hold so that we can get through this right here, because we need that. But I think we have to use the furnace. What is this one? This is the mega press. We need the furnace, not the fabricator. We need the furnace, and the furnace is what makes the super magnets, and we need chemicals, sulfuric acid. Oh, that's why we were doing all that. Okay, I think we've got enough. We've got enough. We've got enough that we can do what we need to do. So we're gonna do what we need to do. I'm just not. Yeah, we're gonna have to sort it out. So yeah, we're here up at the Wolfram base, and this is Wolfram that is all the way to, at the current state of the map, from home far east, and in line with that the calcite base that we built. It's in line with that, and so we got this whole Wolfram base right here, and it is it's huge. Let's go outside and just take a look. It was even more massive. It covered the whole thing here. Then we decided we wanted to get better efficiency out of it and create more. And I also needed to be able to ship more out of it. So I had to get some distributors set up so I could send stuff to more places. And we only had 2 over here to start with. Now I've got 4. So just in that piece, Captain Bunsen. So just in that piece, we've doubled our capacity right there. Now we have a whole other section right here that we don't even have any distributors on. And we've got a ton of these dealing with our heat problem. We thought by putting up another core, we'd be able to dissipate that heat a little better. Howdy. Captain Bunsen coming to hang out with us. But that core didn't do anything for us when it came to solving our added heat problem. So we had to put a ton of these little core, the small core heaters or dissipators out so that we could offset that. So I think we have enough at this point, but we needed all of this, because all of this right here is wolfram powder that needs to go into the chemicals and go into the sulfur to make the sulfuric acid. And I don't know I don't remember, I didn't write it down as usual, where we were sending stuff from the two that we took out. So I don't know who's missing wolfram powder right now. Somebody is not getting any wolfram powder. So we need to go look at our other bases and find out who is not getting wolfram powder, and then drop in 2 of those back to the wolfram powder areas. And I'm thinking it's here, but we're going to find out. Okay. Yeah, we're shipping it out here. So I think it's over here, to be honest. I think we had it going. We already had it coming over here for chemicals. So we could punch out more chemicals. And I'll know when I go here and look at this. This receiver. Cargo dispatchers. So this is, okay, so this has cargo dispatchers attached to it already. So this wasn't it. This wasn't where we were sending it. So that means it has to be our main base. We were trying to supplement over there. Has to be. I hope it is. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Celtic Goddess, welcome. Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see. It wouldn't be the main base. It would be the calcite base. Okay, do you have the time to listen to me whine? Surf! Well, so the problem is, though, is that I didn't take notes when I took down the dispatchers that were shipping it out. And because I had them named correctly, I just didn't remember. And then over the 3 hours that it took us to rebuild that base, I totally forgot where it was going. And I didn't take any freaking notes. And then before I just got on, I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I should go back and at least watch the beginning of that video. And then I could find out where I was sending them to. But guess who's not doing that? This guy. So I could go here. Okay, so we have a cargo dispatcher bringing it here. And that's from right over there. I know that because I set 2 of these up. Cargo dispatcher from right over there. Okay, so I know where those are, and this one is getting it from further away. Okay, so these 3 are getting it shipped in. So we're good. We should be good there. We're pretty full here with what we've got. Oh man. Yeah, you know, okay, so for those who are new, and I'm not pointing you out, Surf, because you've got great points, and I don't believe you're new. But we started this save, this playthrough right here, the day the game came out. And all we've done is continue to build on top of it, and continue to grow it. We have not gone back and rebuilt anything. In any form or fashion. All we've done is continue to just explode this bigger and bigger and bigger. And because we've done that, all of our past mistakes that we have learned new techniques for, that I'm using in other save games, are not here. I am, in my other saves, I am so much more efficient, and it is so much more organized. It's ridiculous. But here, because we just keep compounding on the mistakes that we have made, because our goal is simply to get to the creation of everything in the game, and we're down to like the last 4 or 5 items. We're right down there, and then we'll start a new save. But for now, we're trying to sort our life out, and I took those 2 stupid. Okay, you know what? Nope. All right, hang on. I can't do it. I gotta go look. Oh, no, nope. Use the big brain. Let's see. No, I don't want to save the game. I want to load that game. I want to load the game. I want to load 62. We're gonna use our big brain. We're gonna go back to a previous save. Oh yeah, I have so many saves. Safirio is in the house. Like, I have a whole save game piece that is with my wife that I play with, that I play with her on the game, and then I've got 2 that I've been testing other. Oh shit. Okay, it's all gone. That's not the save I want. Let's load. Let's go back to 61. Then I have one that I could probably delete the whole deal because I've gone to a whole nother build, but there's some stuff that I go in and I'm just testing and I just screw around with on a save that isn't the world that I'm using for streaming. And that's the important piece, because I have this world that we're on that I use purely for streaming. I don't do any work on this save except for when we're streaming. It's the only time I do the work on this one. So I don't use it to test other ideas unless we're doing it as a group. We're doing it for yeah, okay. So we're sending it over to the synthetic silicon base. Okay, silicone ceramic wire. All right, okay. Now we can go back to our regular scheduled programming. There we go. Big brain. I gotta open my window. We're supposed to have the weather cool off around here. My office sits on southward facing, and so it gets warm even when it's not supposed to get warm. Okay, so synthetic silicone ceramic. We gotta send it over there. Okay, we'll take this one and we'll go here and ceramic. Well, those are wire. Wait a minute. No. What did I just do? Shit. It was these ones, right? But we're not doing wire. Okay. We gotta go. We're gonna do it this way. Where is our Chem Wolf powder? Where's Chem Wolf powder 1? Chem Wolf powder 1. Okay. Chem Wolf powder 2. And then we're going to send this one to Chem Wolf Powder 3, and that's what we're just going to do that right there. 3. Okay, we're off, and we're going to go back there. I bet you what I did is, see, that's, I should have wrote some things down and then just redid a bunch of them, because I bet this is going. Yeah, these aren't going anywhere. So these, that's what I meant to do. Okay, sil-sem wire 1. Okay, and sil-sem wire. No, not one, not one, not one. 2. Okay. This will get us a little bit of time on synthetic silicone. It's not going to get us a ton because we didn't. We have to redo this side of the base. Well, so Surf, that's a again, we're we're going off of the save that we started the day this game released. So we're not, we have sins of the past that we are dealing with. And that is what has us kind of in the hucklebuck right here, is the sins of the past. And so now we're trying to correct our sins a little bit at a time. Part of me is actually hoping they'll drop the update. The update will break all the old saves, and then I have a legitimate reason, because y'all viewers won't let me start a new one until we get all the parts made. So we're gonna roll with it. Okay. We need furnace. Okay, we need to make these. So we need wolfram plates, chemicals, and sulfuric acid. Well, we have the chemicals right here. If I'm not mistaken, we are bringing in sulfuric acid, I think, right here. I doubt, okay, so we're bringing in that right there. We've got chemicals right there. Okay, so we need plates. Where are we making plates that we could steal plates from? Where are we making plates? I'll bet you we're making plates either there or we're making plates there. Let's go look. Furnaces though. Let's drop down. Let's drop down a couple furnaces real quick, because I want to do this right. Ooh, look how close we're gonna get. We're gonna have to go on the other side of this line. Yep, we're gonna go on the other side of this line. If I remember, at some point, okay, at some point, I thought I remembered somebody saying something about what they added on. They had the intent not to break saves, but I have never in my entire life ever known an early access game that didn't do an update somewhere that didn't break a save. So I suspect that we'll have to start over at some point. And I'm okay with that. I've done it several times. It doesn't bother me. It's no big deal. I think I want to do 4. I bet I can get away with 4. Let's see if we get away with 4. But at the speed that they're going, shit, we'll probably have everything built and probably have started a new save anyway before they get their release out. So I'm not over worried about it, really. I promise I'm not going to get on. I'm not going to get on it today. I promise. I'm not going to start it. Well, I'm just trying to think of other games. I mean, like 7 Days to Die, they've done several, in all of their history of stuff that they've done, they've broke, they've made changes a ton of times that have completely broken saves. And Green Hell did it as well, and Empyrean Galactic Survival has done it, and just about every single early access game I know at some point has done it. You can't help it. It's the nature of the beast. And again, I'm okay with it because I have other saves that I work on. Like, I play this game sometimes in the morning, and I almost always play it again after I stream in the evening time with 7 Days to Die. And so I have um, other pieces that I'm doing that I've done total overhauls and started brand new fresh, just because I wanted the fresh map and I didn't want to deal with the excess resources that get when you try to completely remove something. Like when you try to tear down one of your old bases, you end up with all of these extra everythings that are in your inventory or all over the place. And unless you do a lot of pre-planning, you end up with so much extra crap that it isn't worth it. Okay, we can come out the back end of this. So let's grab this one. And we're going to bebop ourselves right over here. Yeah, they're pretty consistent anymore about, I mean, 2.5 didn't break, from 2.4 to 2.5, it didn't break saves. And I don't think 2.3 to 2.4 broke saves. But when they come out with, when they came out with 1.0, it did. And when they came out with 2.0, it did. And when they came out with, what else was it that they, well, did your save folder go, did your save file name go yellow or red? Because if it's yellow, all you have to do is open the game. It'll let you open the game, and it'll update everything accordingly and not break it. If it's red, okay, it definitely broke the shit out of it. Yeah, I don't know. Mine didn't. I don't know why that would be that way. Why did it break for some and not for everybody? Cargo receiver. All right. Super Mag, Wolf, Sheet. Okay, so that's there, and we can take these, and we grab this, and we bebop it up into there, and then we can turn all of these on for super magnets. And that will force all of the stuff to start loading, and when we get where we're going, okay, we're gonna have to, I'm gonna update this just a little bit. I'm gonna swippity swap this one. Well, there's a lot in here. I mean, that's a tier 2. Not every update has caused me to start a new game, though most of the time when there's a new update, I start a new game. We're going to see if this works. How much does it take of chemicals? 2 chemicals. So 2 chemicals every 3 seconds. And right now, we make 2 chemicals every 2 seconds. We've only got 2. We're going to do this. We're going to have to do this. We're not making enough. We're still not making enough chemicals. We're still not making it. I'm going to have to probably shut one of these down. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We got a lot in backup. We just need to get it to the next tier, so we can get the better. We can get the better stuff. Oh, man. Oh. I'm going to shut this one off, I think. No, I'm going to let it roll. Oh, screw it. We'll just run. I'm not. I'm in between freaking teleporters, so I'll just run over here. Well, that's probably too. I don't see. I don't take advantage. I usually don't take advantage of any game-breaking glitches. If I see it, I report it, but I don't do anything with it usually, and it's probably because I'm lazy. Most of the time, the game-breaking glitches that you have to deal with are they take extra effort to be able to use them, and I'm like, I'm not into spending all of that extra time trying to take advantage of the glitch. And so that's what ends up happening with me usually. Okay, I know we're making plates in here. If not, we'll just go find a place to make some plates. We don't have to make a ton of plates, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I'm just trying to see where I can steal some from. Okay, you're making plates. You guys have got a ton of plates right here. Where are we sending them? We're sending them this way. And where are we stacking them? We're stacking them over here. Okay, how do we get them out of here? I'm thinking we just go this way. And we put a dispatcher over here. And then we're just going to pop down a cargo dispatcher over here, and we're going to get really close to exceeding our ranged fire damage. The cube. And then I think I'm going to cheat just a little bit. Well, I mean, if you're building a base, I mean, I use that. Shit. I don't think there is totally a cheat when you're building a base. I mean, as long as it's within game parameters. Seven by 7 cube. Okay. We need to go to the calcite base. Oops, now we got to go this way. Little signs would be great. I'd like little signs that I could put on blocks. Oh, it takes... Oh, my lord. It takes 5 of these. Yeah, that's too much effort. I'd rather just fight the horde. But literally, that's how much lazier I am. I would just rather fight the horde. even if I die. Okay, these are expensive. We're gonna okay. Ugh, I thought that was gonna be the rough spot. Actually, the rough spot is here. That shit is not gonna keep up. All right, let's get ourselves just a little bit of. We'll just put ourselves some storage right here because this is gonna slow down. I just need enough to build and ship off. I just get a couple hundred of these built. I need 400 for the recipe station. I'm going to guarantee you at 5 at a pop. It's going to be these. We're not recouping 5 at a time. I mean, we've got to like jam sulfuric acid. Yeah, we're definitely not keeping up with anything else. This is a stopgap measure here. We're going to tear all this down right here. Oh, my daughter made I think it was chicken curry and naan. I had it for lunch and I think it's trying to kill me. I literally believe it's inside trying to kill me right now as we speak. Ugh. Yeah, there's definitely not enough coming in there. Oh, shitola. Okay. So, plates are going to be a freaking issue. I mean, we're making them over here. It's not horrible, but we probably should come over here somewhere and just make plates. And again, ship them in. I wonder if I could sneak right here on this edge, and if I could use the drone to tap into this wolfram right here. Because that's what I do down here. Right down here, where there's a pure and a normal node right down here. Because as soon as you try to get close, you start getting hit with radiation. But if you use the drone, you can place right on those two and you don't have any issue. So if I did that up here on that and turned every one of those into plates. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. But there's this spot right here. I don't think I'm using that spot for anything. And that's at least what we got. That's at least a pure and 2 regulars maybe right there. What's this one up here? Looks like maybe 2 pures and a... Okay, well, let's feed my dude who is hungry. We're going to have to spend a little time making some food, I think, because I don't know, food. And that's just going to chunk along slow as shit because, you know, that's what it has to do. There's 60. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I need to get these out of the way. I need to do these because they need to get done. Um, I'm gonna be a pack mule here on this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here, go there, 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 there on this one, and then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go plates, and I'm gonna go get a bunch of plates and just drag them over here and drop them in there. And then chemicals are just gonna have to do what the chemicals do. I don't think I'm gonna get away with that. I think though I'm gonna do right here. Those run out. Those are gonna run out right there because they're not bringing them over fast enough. So we're gonna do this. And I'm going to pack mule a bunch of sulfuric acid over here. I don't have any in my inventory. Sulfuric acid, where are you at? I think the chemicals are doing fine. Yeah, the chemicals are doing fine. It's the other stuff that's struggling. Okay, let's do that real quick, and then once we do that, that'll run for a little bit on its own. And then we can go focus on... We can go focus on some other shit for a little bit. What exactly, I don't know. We need to make plates, though. And we're going to have to expand this shit out here. And we got to finish the freaking... There's so much to do. Let's go do this. Because this... Oh, that's only 4? Damn, I thought we had more than that. Crap. As soon as you're done, give me 100, because I want to take the whole stack with me. Are we never going to get a whole stack?
Oh, yes.
Got a whole stack. All right, cool. Go dump this over there. Then I'll go grab a whole stack of wolfram plates, and we'll do that. And then we're gonna have to figure out a chemical base here, though. We're gonna have to pump out a lot of chemicals. If these take 5 per of sulfuric acid, that's a lot of sulfuric acid, and I'm pretty much using all my sulfuric acid at this point. So I'm gonna have to set up more sulfur and sulfuric acid making. And that's gonna cost me... It's gonna cost me some more time. Okay, we gotta go over to the nozzle valve. I hope this is the right one. Okay. Okay. We'll just let that do its thing. back to the calcite base. That should cover everything for a little while. Because that'll keep bringing it in. It'll keep stuffing it in. This will fill in the gap when it doesn't. That'll keep pumping that out. We'll get these out. Do I have enough for 400 so I can just go put them in the deal? Okay, there's 100. There's 100. There's 100. Oh, we got enough. Okay, there's 100. We'll run over to this base. We got to figure out some food too. Here, the mega press, yes. So electromagnetic coils. Okay. Woo! Mega press is at 100. Whoop whoop. Always got these. Assembler. Does it need? It does not need any of those. Compounder needs 400 as well. Then we got to make electromagnetic magnets. Assembler, mega press, electromagnetic. Oh my God, it's so much stuff that we're not even making. Okay, we may be really hurting ourselves here. Playing on this older save like this is freaking damn near killing us. We're going to have to make some more of those, though. Yep, we're going to have to make some more of those. I have my window wide open and my office is warm today. Which then on Sunday I'm going to be bitching because it's going to be cold. Because it's supposed to be like 30 degrees on Sunday. Alright, what do we got for food? We need those and we need those. Need those. Put those in there. We got to go get picklers. But they're not going to be up just yet. Okay, we got to put it... No, these are electromagnetic. God, it'd be nice to get these. Electromagnetic coils, which is what we're working ourselves to. Lenses, scanners. See, these ones here I'm not concerned about, in all honesty, because these are just lems. Same here, just lems. And the next few extra war bonds, and then some lems. So those don't affect anything that we're really doing. But these three all do. Core and turbines and whatnot. And then these do. Rail 3s and multi-storage. Expandable multi-storage. And I heard rumor that these multi-storages are not working the way that they're supposed to be working. So we're going to have to see about that. Because that's going to be a good question. If they're working or not working.
use that.
We got a whole chunk of crap we're not working with here. There's so much in this that I really, 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 really want to just tear apart. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. And bop off to the glass base, make some more intermediate so that we can make, oh yeah, see, it's two temperatures too high. I wonder if it'll let me go. It won't even let me go there because that's too hot over there. Ugh. Chris Jackman, welcome. And afternoon. Okay. Then we got to go quartz. And we didn't get much out of that one, did we? Got just enough to put like 3 of those things down for heat. I don't have anything hiding in here, do I? We'll take those. Oh, look at that. Got a whole bunch of stuff I stuffed over here to make more of these intermediates. Well, looky there. You know what? I haven't been in this one. I wonder, since we're here, I'm going to go down in here. I want to see if the crystals come back in here. Because I haven't been in here in a long time. And, no, there is no crystal. That's concerning. I'm starting to think that maybe the crystal stuff doesn't come back. So you have to kind of use it sparingly. Let's go to the Wolfram base up there, because there's 1 or 2 up here that I have not raided yet. I may have to reassess my teleporter points. Where are we at? Yeah, here. I don't think I've been in this one. Oh, Chris, it still screws with my head, dude. It's still a thing that's just really freaking weird, and I'm not really like, there are sometimes I feel like I should be doing more. I have to do more. I need to do more. I've got to, I've got to do something. There's something else I'm supposed to do, and I asked my dad about it. He's like, you got to get yourself a hobby. Some kind of hobby of some sort, and then you have to kind of turn it into he's like, don't turn it into a job, but you kind of have to turn it into a job. He's like, you gotta find a way to get that happy medium that is gonna that you feel like you're still doing something productive without making yourself feel like you're doing a job, is basically how he put it. And so that's kind of where I have to. I mean, right now it's really tough. As soon as our weather like gets good, and I know that I'm not going to get stuck. We're not going to get stuck with snow that's going to kill all my plants and stuff. I've got all kinds of gardening and puttering around in the yard that I'm going to do, and flowers and that kind of stuff that I love to do. I mean, I legitimately love to kind of go do that stuff. But right now, I can't really start anything that's outdoors, and that messes with me a lot because I like to go outdoors. I like to be outdoors, and I want to go out there and do things, and I can't. But it it is very weird when my wife gets up in the morning and she's headed out the door for work and I'm not. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna get my coffee, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. And like, she literally will ask me, so what's on your agenda for today? I'm like, shit, I don't know. But whatever it is, I have to make sure that I'm not like sitting on my ass. Like, I'm like, okay, we got to go plan something. We got to go do something. We got to go, learn something. So I do spend time trying to learn something, like learn some software, or I how to do some stuff when it comes to streaming. What else can I do, with that kind of stuff? But honestly, my biggest thing is I really like to garden. I do. I like to grow something. I like to see the flowers. My favorite flower is morning glory. I love. Yeah. See, none of this stuff is coming back. Oh, we may have to reassess our life. Um, I I love it. I love being able to grow something because it's really cool because you're creating something and you're making something and you get to see the end result. So between, food gardening and just some flowers and things like that, I really enjoy that because I can go out in the morning and I can spend a couple hours first thing in the morning when it's not hot, because I spent too much time in hot places and got heat. Oops, got heat exhaustion, and I don't do well with lots of heat anymore. Heat gets to be very fast nowadays, and so during the summertime, being able to go out in the morning, have coffee, putz with the flowers and the garden, and make sure everything's good and watered, and that kind of stuff gives me a sense of purpose of getting up in the morning, something to do. Um, and it doesn't take, I can take my time with it. There's no rush. There's no, there's none of that kind of thing. Wow, Wolf, welcome. There's none of that stuff that I have to really worry about. Once you get the garden in, which literally is like, that's kind of the hardest part, is just getting the garden in. But again, if you just plan it, okay, so today I'm gonna plant the corn or the carrots, and once I'm done planting the carrots, that's it, and tomorrow I'm gonna put in a couple of tomato bushes, and when I'm done with that, that's it. Um, and then every morning, you go out and you tend a little bit to those kind of things, and you just don't stress about it. But it's a reason to get up because you're like, okay, I got to get up and go water the garden, or I got to get up and go take care of the chickens, or I've got to, so it's the reason to be getting up every day and not just laying there going, is this what's left in life? You got to give yourself that purpose, and gardening is a great way to do it. I'm a huge fan of gardening. Um, Wintertime kind of sucks, but if you're one of those people that has room and you can do some indoor gardening of some sort, then that's a huge positive when it comes to being able to garden. As you can do a little bit of that in the house, and you can always do herbs and little things like that you use for fresh cooking during the wintertime indoors. And if you're lucky enough and you have the ability or the materials, you can even get yourself a little greenhouse going. And again, then you go out, and you just do the little stuff. Yeah, hydroponics, hydroponics are a great way to go to the winter. And a greenhouse, you don't even really have to do a very big greenhouse. Something to keep the tomatoes growing year round, or something to, keep your little chili plants growing for your salsa. Um, it doesn't have to be big. You just got to find something that's got a little bit of a purpose. They say that, like, so for some seniors, um, there's programs that get them dogs. Um, and for really older people, getting up in the morning to feed the dog and take it outside and to nourish and care and love the dog is the thing that gives them purpose in life, so they don't just lay there and say, okay, I'm done. And so, on a less morbid scale, um, it's recommended that, when you retire, you do the same thing. You got to find something. Just the bonus is it's your choice at that point. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not doing what somebody else is telling me I got to go do. Um, and so, what is the thing that you enjoy the most? Is it just digging in the dirt? Start a worm farm or do mushrooms or something. You can do mushrooms indoors. You could do, mushrooms. For some people, mushrooms have turned into a turned into a really big career for retirees. And I'm not talking about the psychedelic mushrooms. I'm talking about like portobello mushrooms and stuff like that, because you could do it in your garage, and it doesn't take anything but manure. And then you can sell them. You can get legitimized to sell them for really easy in most places. Who knows about New York, or California, but most places you can get licensed to be able to sell food grade mushrooms to local restaurants, and just do that out of your garage. My dad is known. He knew a couple who they both retired. Now they didn't they had good retirements. Like, they both were military retirees and then went and worked for like the county or the state or something. And then they did that for 20 years. And so they have double retirements coming in and Social Security. But they just were looking for something to do. And somebody suggested, well, why don't you guys grow mushrooms? And so they started growing mushrooms for local restaurants, and they actually turned it into a pretty good business that they make some good money at, just growing mushrooms in their garage. So it's just find something fun that you enjoy, and then make that something that you put a plan around and do. And I can't wait till the weather gets better, and I know we're not going to get a deep freeze and kill anything I plant outside. And then I'll be out in the morning drinking my coffee first thing in the morning, and I'll be watering the plants and then getting the garden ready and doing all that kind of stuff all summer long. That's what I'll be doing. Winter sucks though, because it's not conducive to growing shit, and my garage is stacked with car tools and everything else. So yes, Dusty, we have done the Forgotten Engine or World Engine or whatever reference you want to go after with it. We have done that. That's how we have the teleporters. We have the teleporters bouncing us around. You only get those when you get into that. Megan, this game is StarRupture. What teleporters? Oh my goodness, Dusty. Oh, we're gonna have to solve this one. This game is. We'll do salsa. You're not gonna get salsa though until we don't do salsa usually until the fall. I don't know if we have any salsa left over though. I'll be honest. The salsa my wife makes, it's freaking. We eat that shit so fast in the winter. We never make enough of it. I mean, we put jars of it up in the cabinets. Jars of it. So this game is StarRupture. It's It's a game that's got similarities to any other factory game that might be out there. It is more closely related to Satisfactory than any of the other ones. This game, though, adds some base defense that you have to do, and it adds some. What else do we got? Base defense and exploration, and in my opinion, far more story and lore than Satisfactory has. This is a teleporter, and you get the blueprint from this at the end of finishing the world engine there. Where do we got to go back to? Let's go back to the main base real quick. Is it a group name? I'm not sure what you mean by group name, but factory builders are the genre of games. That, like, you would put this game in with Factorio and Foundry and Satisfactory and StarRupture would all be part of the factory builder games. StarRupture is well, it's multiplayer. You absolutely can play multiplayer. Absolutely multiplayer. And this is early access, so we don't have everything unlocked. We don't have everything. Not the whole map isn't open. I mean, and for early access, this freaking map is massive for early access. This is huge. And there's this. I mean, there's all of this out here. There's huge chunks down here, which my understanding is there's actually going to be some ice areas in this game now. So some interesting rumors have popped out. But yeah, for early access, it's multiplayer. There is no servers, so you can't go set up a server yet. Yeah, everybody has to get on and play together as one person basically being the host. But this game emphasizes, it emphasizes exploration. There's parts of this game you can't get through unless you go explore and fight things to get blueprints to continue the game. You can't. You have to go do those things. Satisfactory, it's all about just shooting things into space, and then you automatically unlock the next blueprint. And so you're not... And then, of course, this one you have food and water and stuff that you have to maintain as well. So it's got a little bit added. Satisfactory doesn't have that. As far as I know, Factorio doesn't have that. As far as I know, neither does Foundry. Food processor, that's what I'm after. I'm going to keep these. Dip that. What is this one? Increase drop chance by 40%. I don't need it. We can make some more of these. We'll do that. It's just a little bit more. 800. That's good. That's good. That's good. Organize just a little bit. Okay, we need to go grab some more of those. Survival production simulator. Yeah, Saphira, you always come up with the best examples of it. But you do have a corporate that you have to send stuff to, and you can only, you have to complete the task before it to unlock certain things. But usually it's never parts. It's always a thing to make the parts or added little pieces that help you do things. It's never the actual part itself. Then you have to come and use the recipe machine to actually go unlock the actual recipes that are in here to do that part of it. And so you do, but again, you also have these data points that you have to get. here, and you only get those through doing the exploration. So again, yeah, you have to get the blueprint, but you also have to go do some exploring to get these data points so you can unlock the recipes that way as well. So they've really, I think they've done a great job in balancing out the need for exploration along with building your factory and your little mini bases to make parts and that stuff with story. I think they've done a great job with it. That's all. I'll just leave it at that one. Okay, electromagnetic coil. That's in here, right? Electromagnetic coil. Wow. Wow. Six Wolfram plates per electromagnetic coil. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have absolutely got to set up. So you've got six that you need for the electromagnetic coil, right? And you've got 5 that you need for super magnets. You have got to be cranking out Wolfram plates. Yep. Yep, we got to go make a Wolfram plate base. We don't have a choice. That's 11 Wolfram plates per electromagnetic coil. Per. Now, if somebody has a calculator and wants to do the numbers for me here. No, not lens, electromagnetic coil. Okay, here's, electromagnetic coil. Does it tell me how many points do I... There are 120 points, okay? 120... 176,000 divided by 120. So you need 1,400. Hang on. Times 11. So we need 16,133 Wolfram plates just to make the electromagnetic coils to meet the requirements for level 8. Or level 9, I guess, is what it is. The one true Maxon! So, yeah. 16,000, almost 16,150 plates, Wolfram plates, in order to meet the requirements just for level 9 to unlock that. That is a freaking crack ton. So we are going to go set up a base which specifically freaking makes those. You know what? Hang on. Let's look at the map real quick. I want to look at this spot right here. So where's our closest base? Jesus. Our closest base is here. Maybe here. Woo. Yeah, that's 16,000 plates just to make the electromagnetic coils only for the one level. That's not saying what we need plates for other things, or the plates that we need. Yeah, that's, oh my Lordy Jesus. We's about to have a revival up in here. Like this, actually, in all honesty, this probably would have been the best place to set up Wolfram plates. Had I known that. Lucky, this game is StarRupture. It is a, how did Safirio refer to it here? Let me go look here. Survival production simulator is what this is. Okay, let's go to this one first, and then I think we're going to come up here and see if we can use the drone to tap in on these and put it right here. I don't know how well that's going to work. We may have to tap in here, because that's a lot of plates. Okay, yeah, let's go over the hill here. What is that base? What is that base? What is that base? I don't know what that base name is. I guess we're running. That's insane. If I would have known that, I would have... Okay, so we're here at the main base area. The only place that I know that has the maximum amount of... can I take any of these off? Yeah. Let's take these off. The maximum amount of Wolfram in one place is this line right here. Because you've got two pewers. These are actually helium. These aren't actually Wolfram. You've got two pewers, and you've got 1, 2, 3 normals right there, and 2 or 3 lowercase. Ed the Wolfman, 2 o'clock northeast. Yeah, right here. This original area, I've got it used with doing way too much other stuff. It probably would be a good base. Again, if we weren't playing the exact same save that we started this when the game first released, this would be where I probably would put nothing but Wolfram. And then I would change, or Wolfram plates, and I would change this right here to nothing but Wolfram wire. And then I probably would still do plates here, and I do wire and powder, or no, powder and wire, because these are better quality than these are. We're going that way. We're going up there. We're gonna go assess the situation, because we need a ton of plates. Because that's 11 plates per every single one of those electromagnetic coils to make it. And that's 16,000. And that's only to make electromagnetic coils to meet the requirements of level 9. That's it. That's not saying what we're going to need them for in making other materials within other elements that are required to make other pieces. So... I don't know. Now I'm partly tempted to go through and start. I'm not doing that shit. Nope. See, the project manager mind that I have, the project manager mind is like, okay, so we need to do an assessment, a product availability assessment over the entire life of the product cycle in order to determine how many plates we would need to complete the initial requirements, and then how many we would need for continual performance on an at-day basis. See, you can take the project manager out of the project, but you can't take the project management out of the project or project manager. You can't. It's impossible. It's It gets so ingrained in us, so in depth, that we will project manage a family vacation. Oh, told you. I can't aim worth a shit. You don't want me on your fucking team. Come here, you little spitting twat. Ugh, get out of here. Done with you. All I wanted was some prickly pears. That's all I wanted. Y'all could have went about today being just fine on the planet without me. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't touched it yet. That whole valley is open. I must have been thinking about one of my other games. This whole valley right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 nodes of wolfram right there. And if I had to, I could go grab 3 more up here. Yep. Yep, that's where we're going. Where's your buddies? You're never alone, dude. You guys are freaking like fleas. Always got to look behind you, too, because these guys come up to the backside, and they'll put their finger in your butt, and you'll be like, go away. Oh, you spit through the ground, you freaking cheater. Freaking cheaters. See? They sneak up behind you, put their finger in your butt. Put your arms down. You ain't doing nothing. Hoo-doo-doo! Ed the Wolfman giving up the GGs. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Motivates me. All right, we're off. We're off to do... Okay, we have built stuff over here. Have we just put stuff down and we never finished it? Is that what we did? Because that would not be a surprise at all. Like, yeah, we were going to put something here. I don't know what we were going to do. You're too much, dude. You're too much. Okay, so we've got 4 and 8. So we've got 120. We've got 240. This is probably a 240. 240. And then we got a couple over here. Yeah, this is going to be big. Can I put it down here? Okay, I still got room to put it down there. All right, and this is going to be 120. I bet I have to put up a core here, though. Okay, the other one's right there. That links in with that one. We'll just do it right here. probably going to attack that, but I'm going to risk it because I want to get this put down. Okay, so what do we got here? That's 120. This is going to be the biggest. The one true Maxon. Yes, I have a PMP. 110%. I have a degree in project management. See, I knew they were going to do that shit. I have a college degree in project management, business administration. I have my PMP. Yeah, you can't be lazy trying to get your PMP, especially nowadays. Nowadays, they've incorporated so much more than when I took it. When I took it, there was nothing on agile project development at all. Like, there was nothing in there whatsoever. And then they've added 50 questions, I think. Out of the 400, they've adjusted it, so 50 additional questions purely on agile project management, agile project development, as well. Yeah, I'm a Lean Six Sigma. I haven't had to use any of these terms in almost 8 months, dude. What are you doing to me? Oh, you dirtbag. Get out of here. He heard that thing about the finger in the butt right there. He was trying to get part of that. Oh, doggone it. I haven't had to use these terms in so long. Safe 6 certified, which I don't think they did 7 this year. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it this year. My renewal for Safe was always in January, so I didn't renew it this last year. So I guess I can't say I'm Safe certified anymore because I didn't recertify this year. Scrum Master, Product Owner, CSM certified, PMP. I just skipped the ACP, ACPMP. I skipped that and just jumped to the full PMP. But yeah, that out of all of them, I'll be dead honest, the PMP was probably the scariest out of doing all of them. This will solve anything and anywhere else where I'm using Wolfram plates. I'm gonna adjust all of those bases to just bring it in from this base, and I'll probably change all of those either to wire or powder. When it comes to the Wolfram, I think I'm just going to adjust it all like that. Okay, let's see. The PMP was, to be honest, because my degree was in project management, the PMP was only useful for getting the job. And I did a lot of DoD project management, so the government contractors, they got extra money for having PMP certified project managers. They could charge the government more for having project managers that had their PMP. But I'll be honest, my degree was probably far more worthwhile than the actual PMP itself, other than simply getting the job. Oh, Ed, what did you do to your hand? Maxon, I spent a whole month Like to study for the PMP, I basically made it my job. I spent a whole month, Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, studying, and I got with Project Management Academy. So if you can get your work to pay for it, Project Management Academy has a PMP prep program, which is 3 days. And if you happen to be a veteran, you can actually get a discount on it. It's 3 days, 8 hours a day online that you get the classroom instructional level of what you need to meet the requirements to take the PMP. But the biggest bonus that they have is they have an online PMP exam, a practice exam online. So I would use their study material all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And 8 hours a day. I made it my job. 8 hours a day. I studied, memorized. I had flashcards. You could ask my kids, man. We'd be in the car going someplace, and I'd hand them the flashcards. And they'd ask me, what is the, calculation for CPI, and definitions and stuff everywhere we went. And every Friday, I would take the test. I'd take the practice exam. And when I went in to actually take my exam, they give you 400 questions and 4 hours. I completed my exam in just under 2 hours. All of the it's 200 questions, 4 hours. 200 questions, 4 hours at the time. I don't know what it is right now, but it was 200 questions, 4 hours, and I completed it in just under 2 hours. And dude, I rocked it. I absolutely freaking rocked it. See, I need to be careful here. So tripping and falling. Wow, that sucks. I got to be careful here because this is why I need that other piece done. Look at my core overheat level right now is at 517 out of 1,000 with just the stuff that I have built in range of that base core. I'll guarantee you if I bring all of this stuff here, I will overheat this so fast that we'll have to upgrade it like the other base out east. All right, we're going to have to try this. We have to try this. I don't know any other way to do this. We're just going to have to give it a wonk. What do I got here? I got 3 4s. So there's 160. This should be 160, and the other one should be 160. Yeah, that's 160, and this one over here is going to be 160 as well. Yep. Actually, what I should do... Let the save get out of the way. What I should do is actually turn all 3 of these this way and build the smelters here and then ship the ore or the bars, the wolfram bars from here over the hill to make the plates. And that'll save me a bunch of heat because the smelters are bad when it comes to the heat. So if we rotate that there, if we take this out of here and we rotate it this way, and then we take this and we go ahead and come this way, and we grab this one and we tease it over this way, and then we take this stuff out. Max, and I'll guarantee you, though, what your boss is trying to do is be able to freaking, one, you should get paid more if you have the PMP, because other places will pay more for you. And then outside of that, if you do any government contracting whatsoever, they get to charge the government more for project managers that have a PMP. And that, if I had to guess, that's probably more of what it is. Because anybody who knows what the PMP is its memorization. Can I not get that thing? Oh. That's all it is. It's just memorization. It doesn't mean you know a damn thing on what you're doing when it comes to project management. Not a damn thing. I've seen people. I met a guy one time at one of our PMP conferences, one of the PMI conferences. This guy had every single certification you could possibly get in project management. Every one of them. All of them. He was the dumbest son of a bitch you ever freaking met. He could not apply any of that knowledge to anything that he did. Anything. Dumb. Okay, how do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? Because these right here, I could almost start them right here. I just have to keep them on the other side of the line from that one. So I really could just start them right here. I could do one on one side. I think it's 4. Or is it 2? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pause real quick. I got a thing I can look at here. I need a new one. I need a new one. How do I get a new one? I need a new one. Create a new. There we go. Sorry, I'm cheating just a little bit. It's not a very good program, but it does the basic mathematics for me, so I don't have to sit here and crack my brain. Okay, where do I add the product? Here we go. Okay, 60 is minimum, but I already told it. I had more. This is. Give me just a second. I'm working through it in my head here. No, I'm not missing. Okay, but that's not what I have. You freaking... No. Get me off of that. Some of these things that they've got created are not freaking very user friendly, to be honest. Okay, this is... Oh. I just need it to do the mathematics for me so I don't waste my time with mathematics. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, 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 okay. I got it now. I got it now. I got it now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I don't even know if that's how that song goes. Okay, so let's do this. One. I don't like how high that is, but we'll do that. And then we'll flip this way. And we gotta, let's use the drone because that's what it's here for. Make it 2. And I'm gonna be right in the way. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Let's make these at least look. Huh, so they did come up with that, huh? Okay, let's do this first. Hit Y, go over 2, and we'll do that, and that does us 2 from there. Now, we got this one. Sorry, my brain went somewhere there. Christy, yo, how goes it? Okay. Can we, oh shit, we're not gonna be able to get out of that. Ah! Biscuits. Biscuits. Okay, so we'll do, can I get out of this one? Yeah, I can get out of this one. So we just got to come down a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. We're just going to adjust. We're just going to adjust this. I'm just trying to, the biggest thing I'm trying to do right now is save, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not looking the way that I want it to look. And it freaking frustrates me. I just can't be sloppy. I can't. It drives me absolutely bonkers. So, we're going to try it like this. 1, 2. Freaking rupture. Son of a gun. Can't you tell I'm busy doing something? Okay, and then if we leave a little space, we can do that. Oh, yeah. Daddy like it. Would you go right where I want you to? Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. How's that going, Dune? I work right up to the last second. Question is what is the last second to me? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, go, 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 go. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, no, 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 no. I did it. I waited too long. I'm not going to make it. Oh, you little bastard. No. Go, 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 go. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's just got to get it like that. Score! Woo! You can't cut it any closer. You can't make it any closer than that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly how you work to the last second. Whee! That was insane. Woo, man. I thought for sure I was going to have to run all the way back over here. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Woo. Oh, it's going. It'll be there. It'll be on TikTok later today. Yep. Oh, crap. The only thing that makes that suck is there was that stupid little save that was going on right there. And it had that little glitch, but that's okay. We slid in. We made that work. Oh my God. That was, you couldn't have made it any closer. Oh, wow. Kanam, welcome. Yeah, we actually are really, where are we at here? Yeah, we're 10, 10, 9, 8, and 10. This is the one we have to work towards, and we did the mathematics and found out that we need 16,133 Wolfram plates to complete this tier right here. So we had no production facility that could do 16,000 Wolfram plates. So we are out here trying to find a way to make 16,133 Wolfram plates and not overheat our base. Yeah, we just found that out. We just today, like we were screwing around and we were like, let's do the mathematics on that. And yeah, every one of those electromagnetic coils takes 11 Wolfram plates each to make an electromagnetic coil. So we are we're figuring out how to do this here. We have the stuff. We've got the area where we can make it in, and we hadn't built there yet. So the bonus is we don't have to tear anything down to do it, which is freaking great. Now we just have to get it built, and that in there is the deal. Okay, I need to pull back up. Let me grab this. Let me grab this and throw it over on this screen so I can see over there. Okay. Oh, we gotta feed ourselves. Feed me, Seymour. Okay, so we're gonna have to do the same. No, we can do it. We can do that. We can do that. Okay, because these rails do 240, and that'll let us. Let's see. Efficiency-wise, we shouldn't. Efficiency-wise, we probably should. Well, look at Christy giving all the goodies out today. Thank you, Christy. I'm in a debate because these rails could take 240. Screw it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We can't attach it to those though. So we have to do this over here and go to the side of this like that, because we don't have tier 3 yet. We need tier 3, but we got to get things going a little bit higher. Okay, so then we're going to take this and we're going to put it over here. And I know this, I know. Just leave me alone. I know. Okay, so now we need 6 fabricators. Here. Fabricators. 6. Okay, so these 2 can go to 2 fabricators. So we really can just tap these right next to each other, honestly. We'll just make life easy in that manner. Now, outputs are going to be over there. So now we can do this. Right, inputs, we got to leave it at least 1 space. And we want room for outs to run that side. So, all right, dear. Back to earning that big money. And we're going to have to do this 3 more times. This is where I like satisfactory, because I could set something up and then I could just blueprint the stinking thing and never have to do it again. And that'd be freaking fantastic right now to do that. These freaking, this damn save. Yeah, finding where that's always the tricky part. Is where we had this problem, Kinnem. We had that problem yesterday. I know how to make 2-tier bases though, so I can easily make 2-tier bases. 2-tier bases are not overly difficult. In all honesty, I'm kind of rushing. I'm kind of rushing this because I want to get it done, because the things that we need to make all of this work better and faster are behind the wall of getting this done, so that we can get cracking. And so I'm just trying to. No, if I was being lazy about it, I'd have just built it over there with everything else and upgraded the core and dealt with the fighting, and the base attacks. I could put enough stuff on there that I could block all of the attacks and it wouldn't be an issue. But I'm trying to avoid having to do that at the moment, because we have a base where we're actually going to set that up, and it's not this one. It probably should be this one, being that this is going to be the one. I'll bet the heat that we generate out of this is freaking astronomical if we put it all under one base core. I would bet it would be. So far, we have stayed away from any base core upgrades, and to be honest, I think we could still do it. I just have to get those base core heat extender tier 2s unlocked, and then I could definitely not have to bother with the base core upgrades. I know it absolutely. Everything that's in me, I know it. I should not have connected this one to this one. It's too much for that to hold. Yeah, well, remember when we talked about this in the beginning, right? So in on this series somewhere, I can't 100% remember which episode it was because we've played freaking almost 3 months worth of it. But we talked about how you can get so far in this game and never. I don't know why I did that many. That was stupid. I don't need to do that. You can get so far in this game and never, like, I'm like, I don't ever see a reason that I would need to upgrade my base core. I just wasn't seeing it. I'm like, I don't ask me, but I don't see where we would have to do it because everything we kept doing was underneath um, the amount that we could produce and what the base core could cover. And because we kept spreading our bases out under different cores in different places, we never ran into the problem. But then when we started doing the numbers and the need came in, then we realized that in order to be efficient and work better, and we're doing 2-tier bases, which is packing in more heat in a smaller area, now we need it. To be honest, we could still avoid it. I'm 100% believe that we could still avoid it, and I'll show you how I think we could. Oops, not what I was looking for. Okay, so we've got literally all of this area up here and all of this up to here where we could put under one deal. I could grab all of this stuff and I could bring it back here because look, in this base core, we're only at 57. Oh, I need to put power in. Hang on, let's add power so it calculates it all correctly. Okay. Yeah, so we're at 77. We're at 77 heat right here, just processing these. I could go grab all of that over there and all of the stuff over there, and I could ship it all over here and build all of these in this area and then just transport them back over here. And I could do the yeah, I could do this without having to upgrade. I think I could do it pretty easy by just spreading it out and making different platforms and stuff. I absolutely have no doubt whatsoever that I could do that. I could. I really do. There's nothing else in here that I need in this area. There's no other resources in this entire area. I could ship all the wool from over here and just build around this with smelters and these fabricators, and I could put it all in this area. The problem that I've got over here is the fact that I've got that helium stuff and those storage areas for the helium in this area. And that's what's killing me over there. If I took these storage areas and I moved them to under another umbrella, I probably could do everything in there. Matter of fact, I'm almost certain I could do it inside this flat area right here. Because I could 2-tier the heck out of that. But now I want to do it. Damn it, Safirio. So can I on there on Twitch? If you go look at yesterday's StarRupture stream, okay, you'll see how we did the second floor. Yeah, I know how you hate being right. You're such a butthole. Sorry, I love you, but damn it, I hate it when you're freaking right. Um, yeah, you're exactly right, Ed. I could take those and just move them to the other side. Okay. We're we're gonna do this now. Now, screw it, screw it. I'm showing you all that it can be done. Damn the man. Damn the torpedoes. Batten down the hatches. We're making it happen. Let's disconnect this. Disconnect this so it doesn't produce any more. Okay. And we don't have any more. We need to go find a. We need to go find a meteorite. Where's a meteorite? Come on. Where is a meteorite? We need a meteorite. So I mean, to be completely honest, if you get this setup right, the need for having stuff buffered, in all honesty, it's excessive. Having those extra things in storage early are really not as important as we make them out to be. I need a freaking meteorite, man. Is that one all the way over there? Is there one over there? I got one over there, and I got one all the way over here. Crap. Let's go get this one. No, anybody wants to know how to do a two-tier base and set the whole thing up. We did it yesterday on yesterday's stream. We did it live in person yesterday. We set the whole thing up. We did most of the. We did. It's probably. Oh shit, little bastards. We probably over-engineered it. To be honest, with what I know now, it is probably over-engineered big time. But we did it live yesterday. We struggled through it, got it done, and we did two-tier second floor setup, and we did it in what I would say is a pretty doggone small area. And we set up a lot in that area. So I know it's very doable. KC! But take a look at that stream from yesterday. You can find it either on YouTube or you can find it on Twitch in the videos section of live streams or lives. And you'll see how we did it. And you can get a lot. Yeah, you're right. We over-engineer everything. Except for a fucking dishwasher. I would really love to find an over-engineered dishwasher. Not the human kind, automatic dishwasher that I could put the damn dishes in there and they come out sparkling. I don't care if I put a freaking full steak on a plate and dropped it in my dishwasher. Damn it, there better be nothing left inside the dishwasher when I'm done. Somebody over-engineer me a plate like a dishwasher. I'd take that. Paper plates done. Oh, I love you guys. Oh, freaking biggest bunch of smartasses. I love it. I love all of you for that reason. You will use as my peoples. Okay, so we just need to move this storage over here. That's all we need to do. So if we take this and we put it right here. Okay, let's go protect this. Make sure we don't have to freaking fight off the baddies on this place. Do this. We'll get this done. Oh, of course. Of course, like, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it the first time, right? But you guys ever see that commercial where they, like, take the dishwasher and they take, like, the full lasagna plate and they stick it in the freaking dishwasher? The whole lasagna. In a glass pan. And they just stick it in there. And they supposedly run the cycle, and then all of a sudden it freaking comes out and it's perfect, right? It's completely clean. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit advertising I've ever seen in my freaking life. I've never come across an automatic dishwasher that ever cleaned anything that good. Ever. Okay, what do we got to set up here? We got to set up 6 storage and 2. I'm only shipping out 2 out of here. That's insane. I should be able to ship. I need to ship so much more out of here. Okay, we just got to set that up. We got to be on the other side of the line. Where is? Damn it! I screwed up. God, now I'm gonna pause. Gabriel, what's up? Dude, are you on my Discord, Gabriel? Cuz I was meaning to send you a message and I couldn't match up names. Okay, so I got to just go on just the other side of this line right here. Like right here. Okay, what is not touching the ground? Colliding with something. See, this is one of those parts where there's some kind of imaginary bullshit in the freaking ground that literally there's nothing there and I can put it down. Okay. I need to, we're gonna do the Saturday 7 Days to Die streams, and I need to be able to send you the info for the server and stuff. I haven't been able to get a hold of Meatball though, so I need to be able to get hold of him. Okay, so we need six store. Should I cut it down? Are these just, these are just 2s. Are these 2s or 1s? Okay, they're 2s. All right, we don't need that many. We don't need that many. So we'll cut this down and we'll do can I squeak it in right here? I can. Okay. And then we need to put in some dispatchers. And I'm going to relabel these before I freaking take down the other ones. We're going to, Casey, I'm going to try to get it open up, 7 Days to Die, open up to more people. I am. But I honestly, and I love all of you for it. I have so many of you that want to play 7 Days to Die and whatnot on the same server together. I'm going to be a butthole. Sorry, guys, I'm going to. But I don't have enough super fans and or subscribers to afford to do that. So I gotta wait till I can get that sorted. Sorry, I know that's kind of a butthole, and I hate to say things like that, but I really do want to be able to do and get more set up. But until I can either lock in a sponsor or something, I can't. I can't afford to do it on my own. If that makes sense. And I am sorry. I'm sorry to everybody. I hate to say something like that. I hate to act like that. I hate to be any way in near like that. But it's just the honest truth. Is I don't have the funds myself to be able to hold the whole cost to get all of you who have said, "Hey, I do want to play. I will get on and play." Nozzle helium. Where are we going? Oh, we're not even, this one's not even setting anything out. Okay, we just got to do a nozzle helium. I really do. Trust me, guys. I really, really, really want to be able to get some stuff set up so we can all play together and we can all be part of that together. I just, you know, with the other stuff that I have to pay for to keep all of this running currently and the way that it runs, it sucks me dry. Oh, nozzle, right? Nozzle helium, right there. Okay, put those in there. Then we need to grab this and grab these and take those from right there to there. And then we will grab all of those ourselves and run them to the end. I know, I put a big fat downer on the day. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I didn't mean to do that, but I feel horrible even at saying something about it. But it's just, I want to be able to do more with the channel. But until I can secure a sponsor or something like that, I don't, as a single person trying to do this, to the time that it takes me to do the streams, to make the shorts that I put on all the channels, it's a lot of effort in amongst even trying to like write my book and do the other things that I'm doing. One-man shows are kind of difficult to do this stuff with. I mean, honestly, it's when I first got started into it, I thought, you know, hey, stream, I'm gonna hop on, I'm gonna stream, and we're gonna have a good time, and everything's gonna be, you know, everything's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be easy. And then I realized in order to grow, what you do when you stream, there's a lot more work that you got to put into it. One, planning streams, planning your content, getting your shorts out. What are your shorts going to be about? What are your hooks going to be? Yeah, Ed, yeah. So you don't really get it until you do it. And then you're like, holy shit. I see why the big streamers have teams of people to do things, because there's so much to try to do by yourself that it eats up. It was when I first started streaming, I would stream and then I would spend another 2 or 3 hours after the streams um, continuing to work and do more stuff to get things ready either for the next day or to get the items out, pull out shorts, pull out what's the next amount of content. Yeah, and eventually my wife told me, she's like, you got to stop. You're gonna, it's not gonna work. You can't do this all by yourself like this. And so I've had to enlist a little bit of AI assistance for some stuff to help me search through my my videos to help me pull out things and do stuff. And then I had to cut down how many shorts I was doing because I was doing 4 or 5 shorts every single day, and that one's getting out of hand. So, yeah, it takes a lot. Though I have and know good people that can really help out with the server, and so the server portion, getting that set up is not, honestly, it's not that, that's not a very hard part to deal with. It's just all the other stuff that comes along with it. It's just so much more than I ever expected. It totally surprised me. Oh my God, no, did you? Oh, I didn't even throw an alert out there. Son of a gun. Casey, thank you. I super appreciate that, dude. I didn't say any of this to get people to do that, but I really appreciate it because that, honest to God, that helps. It helps me get some stuff going. So I really appreciate it. Everybody, hey, give some claps, give something there in the chat and stuff for KC for being a super fan. He's, I think, the third super fan. But thank you, Casey. I super duper appreciate it, dude. That's very awesome of you. Okay, we need to come over here and just dump this trash because we're not using all of this. Oh, dude, you can make me cry, man. Thank you. I love streaming. I'm gonna tell you, I'll tell everyone here right now, I love hanging out with you guys. There are been days where I literally have been like, I just don't know if I feel like streaming today. I just like hadn't felt very good, kind of been not really in the mood and just kind of off. And then I'm like, no, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna stream. Look, I'm gonna play the video game anyway, even if I'm sitting here twiddling my damn thumbs. Let's just turn on the camera, see what's what. And I'm gonna tell you, I have ended up a lot of the time having a way better day just from getting on and hanging out with you guys and talking, even if I didn't do anything else. It's been awesome for me. So as much as you guys look forward to it, I actually it becomes a very good thing for me as well to do when I'm not feeling very very good. Let's get all this. I wish there was a faster way to get this stuff dropped off there. I don't need that. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll keep that. Drop that. I got to clear this stuff out of the way. But look at this. Look at this level now. The core overheat level dropped in half. Oh, look at Gabriel popping over there into the TikTok. Dude, what's up? Now we got all the friends in the same place. Well, not all of them, but we're getting close, man. You guys have been getting you guys have been doing so awesome and helping me out. I do have to give you guys major props because you guys have been so awesome in helping me out with sharing the lives and putting the word out there and whatnot. Because I expect that, cross our fingers. I left everybody in a massive cliffhanger last night because y'all thought I was going to do the day 112 horde last night, and I didn't. I left y'all hanging. So we're doing that tonight, and I think we're going to hit 900. 900 followers on TikTok tonight. We're really close. Growth on YouTube is always slow. Everybody says growth on YouTube is always very slow. It takes a while for YouTube's algorithm to send your stuff out, and I don't put out. I don't have the time, which I really wish I did, and that's why I'm hoping I can come up with like a sponsor, or I can work out ways for additional funding, because I really need to be able to get somebody who can do nothing but video editing for me, so that I can do just basic like walkthroughs and tutorials and stuff like that I can't do or don't flow very well when I'm live streaming. So I can't use the live stream content, or I can, but then I have to do a whole lot of editing, extra editing to do that. But if I can sit down, create the content, and then just do some basic editing, but I don't have enough time for it. So I could get YouTube to grow faster if I could just get some basic short 30-minute content pieces out. I just can't. It's just killing me to try to do that too. So yeah, I'm at that crossroad really for really flicking this over into like a full-time hardcore career, because the growth has been great, and we're so close on a lot of our milestones that bump us like into the next area where they say, okay, now you're a little bit more popular. We're going to send your stuff out. You know, you're not just a one-day fluke kind of streamer. Then they start sending your stuff out to more people, and your algorithm gets better, and more people get to see your content. We're getting ready to start breaking some of those barriers, which is it's so exciting for me. It's absolutely freaking ridiculously exciting. I should probably do this thing right here. I have not done it. Yeah, I mean, it is so cool. I'm telling you, I'm really, honestly, I think yeah, plug your little kid's mouth. Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I am going to give away a game of your choice. Okay? Base game, no special editions, none of that. Okay? Just a game of your choice. A game of your choice when we hit 1,000 TikTok followers. Okay? Everybody who's a follower within TikTok, okay, when TikTok hits 1,000, I'll give away a game of your choice to one person. Okay? It can't be special edition, all right? It can't be all the added DLC unless it's something that's on sale. So we'll put a price tag on it, okay? We'll say $60. Maybe 65 depending on what it is. But I will do a 1,000 follower giveaway. I think that's appropriate. I think it's appropriate to do 1,000 followers. So if we get 1,000, when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and then we'll do the same if you're followers on YouTube and we hit 500 on YouTube, and same for Twitch when we hit 500. Okay. TikTok is 1,000. When you hit those 500 marks over on the other platforms, that's kind of one of their marks. YouTube, you can't revenue anything until you're 1,000 on YouTube. When we hit YouTube, when YouTube hits 1,000, we'll do something super special. We'll do something super special when YouTube hits 1,000, because 1,000 subscribers over on YouTube, that's when you get to a point where you can start actually monetizing YouTube. And so when we hit that point, we'll do something really cool on that one. But on TikTok, when we hit 1,000, I'll give away a game at $60 or below to one randomly selected follower. But you have to be a follower on TikTok in order to be able to get that giveaway. Okay? We'll do that. I think that's the least I can do for all the support that you guys have given. I can make that happen. So spread the word, share the lives, and we'll make that happen. 1,000. Okay? KC, thank you very much. All right, let's see if we can beat this one because I want to unlock this. I think I've got enough ammo to do this. These guys kind of come... Yeah, they're going to screw around over here, though. I haven't unlocked this. Yeah, see, that's... I knew that's what's going to happen. Where'd these guys go? I usually build a tower right here so I can see them. Yep. I knew you guys were going to do that. It doesn't matter. You guys blow up. I don't give a shit. Guys are being dorks. Come on now. You guys just sit over there and you just keep shooting at it all day long. I don't care. Just need this one to hit 100 and we're out of here. Where are we at? We got 40 more. Okay, 40 more minutes. I'll take anybody out of the prize pool if you want to opt out. That's fine. We can opt out, but I would prefer. I mean, I'm not going to go looking for your name to take you out of the deal because that's going to be too much. But if we pull your name, then we'll just do the next. Little loser. I hate these guys. I hate my aim, too. I want melee. I want to run in there and just smack these dudes in the melons. Alright, we got this unlocked. What does that do for us? We found everything in this area, so it really doesn't matter. What is that? What is that? Let's turn these back on, actually. We had them all off so we could see. What is that? Oh, they're attacking it. I didn't know it told me that. Oh! I think he teabagged me. I honestly think he just tried to teabag me. Freaking dirtbag. Yeah, TikTok it's got a couple of different tiers that things open up for you when you do different things to help you grow. The first is 1,000, the second is 5,000, and then I think it's 10, and then it jumps to 20 at that point. But if I could just make that first 1,000, I'd be so ecstatic. I have no problem buying somebody a game on a draw. Absolutely not. I'd be so ecstatic. I'll go have a fat freaking beer and a steak on top of that. That would just be so cool. Because I started this last June and I just started it. I started doing this simply because I was like, I play video games all the time. I'm retiring. I've been watching people do this for so long. I think I can do a good job at it. I want to go do it. And I honestly didn't expect it at all to be very successful. At all. But every single stream, somewhere, whether it was on Twitch, TikTok, or YouTube, every stream, I would get at least one subscriber or one follower. Every single time I streamed. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. You know, I'm at least entertaining to one person out there somewhere. And then it just kind of kept going. And now there are days where I finish the day with 10 or 15 new people subscribing or following in between the three platforms. And that is I'm blown away. I feel extremely humbled and blessed that there are that many idiots out there that are like me, that are like, love the sarcasm and the stupidity and my bad mouth when I play my games and something bad happens. I find that extremely entertaining that there are that many of you out there. But yeah, no, it's been a real blessing for me. It's been a big deal for me to be able to do this and hang out and do something literally that I absolutely love doing. Video games have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And I'll talk about freaking games so much. Oh yeah, Severio, let me tell you, my kids there was no way my children ever felt bullied at school. Because I bullied them at home. Now, I was in the military when my kids were young, and if you've ever been around a military person for very long, fluent potty mouth is a hands down guaranteed effect. Like, I actually kind of feel embarrassed about myself when I go hang around my dad. I really do. I try very hard when I get around my dad not to be such a potty mouth. I really do. And I should try to be better. I really should. And I try sometimes. I do. But 7 Days to Die on occasion brings out the absolute freaking worst in me, especially when it bullies the shit out of me like it's been doing lately. Yeah, but I try. I really do try. My kids used to laugh at me big time because when they were younger, I tried so hard to come up with alternative curse words that it actually ended up becoming a running joke that, like, I was the funniest person to be around when he was cursing because I really didn't want to use the bad words. So yeah. That's exactly it. Oh man, I'm telling you, you know what? It's like, you can't bully my kids, man. There were times that I had to tell my kids, I'm like, look, you got to stop verbally abusing all of the other kids at school. They don't have fathers like me, and they don't understand that. They don't get it. Because my kids they'll tear into, they would tear into some other people pretty bad, and it would be pretty embarrassing. And it's those stories that, comedians occasionally tell, that they get called to school and they've got a freaking answer for something, and you're like, what'd they say? And then you have to, like, really, really, really try not to laugh because that shit was just that freaking funny. And you're like, oh, there I am. Yeah, there were a couple of times that I had to do that, and I just was like, I gotta try to be better. 7 Days to Die is the worst, though, man. That game, there are times that game just brings absolutely the freaking worst potty mouth out of me. I really try. I know some of you guys seem, most of you see me stream 7 days, and I know you guys can tell I'm trying very hard, but that game bullies me sometimes. I don't like it, but I keep playing it. I don't know why. It is Rex's fault. Rex is the worst freaking person ever. I'm glad I got Jen put in there to replace his punk ass. Oh yeah, some, I'm with you. Look, hey, if you're gonna be a shit talker, if you're gonna say something that you risk getting punched in the nose for, you better just be willing to accept that you may get punched in the nose for it. Of course, not anymore. I mean, now everybody's so freaking... You even think about freaking like, oh, I want to punch you. You even get that look on your face about freaking punching somebody at school, and freaking they're calling parents and the resource officers, and freaking everybody and their brother shows up, and it turns into a flippin' nightmare. I'm so glad that my actual kids are out of school. Downside is my granddaughters are in school, but they have the signature family sarcasm trait in there so heavily that they would be the kids. They're going to be the kids that are going to stand there. They're going to say the shit that you shouldn't say. And then they're going to stand there and take the hit. Because that's how funny it's going to be to say whatever it is that's on their mind. And they're just going to do it. I know it. Because that's exactly how my granddaughters are. I got one granddaughter, though. Let me tell you. She'll insult you in a way that you're not even sure that you just got insulted. Like big word people, big brained people kind of insulting. That kind of thing. Yeah, that's the kind of deal that she does, and she's 5. So I have absolutely nothing to worry about when it comes to her. Nothing. She gonna insult people, and they're just gonna stand there looking stupid, not knowing if they got insulted or not. I have zero worries about her. None. My other one's got a freaking temper though. She got that freaking temper in there that may have to put her in freaking jujitsu or some shit so that she can get herself out of whatever she's going to get herself into. She makes those faces though that like, you know, you ever had anybody like stare at you and make that face that you know inside their head they're saying the most horrible, evil things that have ever been thought of? Yeah, she's got that face. She doesn't have to actually insult you. She just gives you the look, and you're like, yeah, okay, fuck you too. I got it. Yeah, okay. That's she does that look that you're just like, I can't slap you right now because we're standing in public, but I know what you're saying in your head. I got it. The message is clear. Yeah, she's that kind of kid. Yeah, that's the classic anime girl trope deal. That she's got that. She's got it so down that I just turn my back and I know that she just made the look. That's how bad it is. It's just, I don't know. I love my granddaughters. My granddaughters are freaking absolute terrorists in every possible way, but they do it in different ways. One will do it in a way that you just know you just got in trouble, but you can't really say anything because they didn't really say anything. They're going to grow up to be terrors of men. I know it. Wait a minute. Kadam, are you still around? Are you still there? Man, my system is not giving me notifications. Oh, so sucks. I'm going to have to send them a message. Dang it. I got to get my notifications fixed. See, this is one of those things where I need somebody who's got like serious experience and knows how to get settings corrected the right way. Because I had a Twitch raid and I didn't even get notified that that happened. Ugh. I feel horrible now. Reach out to Grumpy. Okay, I'll have to try to reach out to Grumpy then. Are you talking about Grumpy Old Fart Gaming? Yeah, I know who he is. I don't know if he knows who I am, but I know who he is. I'll have to reach out to him. Yeah, I need to. He knows all the things. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to reach out to him then, because I've got to fix that kind of stuff like that. Because, like, when you get Twitch raids, man, you want to thank people for that, and I never even got the notification that that happened. Oh, that so sucks. I feel so bad. Damn it all. If anybody's on Twitch, if anybody is over there on Twitch, any of that kind of business, or anybody has a Twitch account, Kinam Krinder, KINAMKRINDAR, over on Twitch. Go catch one of their streams, or go say hi and tell them that Survival Jim sent you that way. It's the least I can try to do. Yeah, I did see that Casey did that. But yeah, I didn't. It didn't. There was no notification. I didn't see that either. Oh, it so sucks, man. The problem that I've got is, in order to reduce resources on my computer to stream to 3 platforms at one time, I need to use OBS. And there's all of these extra little steps that you have to do with OBS in order to make these things work. And I'll be honest, I've been struggling to learn these and make these work. And so that's where my kick in the teeth has been coming from, is I just... It's more of those things that you learn that you don't think you know about streaming. Any idiot can get on there and be like, yeah, camera go and I'm going to stream. And anybody can do that. But to be a good streamer and to appreciate the people who watch and enjoy your content and want to come hang out, there's these extra things that you want to make sure that you learn how to do. And there's not a lot of things out there that really, like, teach that. You have to find people to help you learn how to do those things, because it's not as obvious as you might think that it should be. And that's I've been trying to find something better than OBS, but it really seems like OBS is really like the only software out there that has well, it would be really easy. It'd be pretty doggone simple if all I did was stream to one single platform. It would be pretty easy, because then I could just go stream on that single platform, and it wouldn't. You get all the stuff that's in the base program, and it's pretty easy to do. It's when you're trying to do multiple, streaming on multiple locations at the same time. You have to use third-party software and then interconnect everything into the third-party software. But you literally have to connect like everything into that third-party software. Everything. And you have to pretty much, most of it you have to go do manually. So it's not just like, hey, let me link into, my TikTok account, and then it ports over all of the updates and the notifications and things like that on its own. You got to go do all that crap manually, and I've been struggling to try to get TikTok doesn't like to play very well with anybody else, and so that's part of what makes it difficult. It'd be really nice if my growth would come through one single platform and I could just use one single platform for everything, but I'm really trying to pop the growth way. I'm just trying to get it over the deal so that I can get all of this to start paying for itself, and then I can do really cool things, because I would really like to be able to do things like once a month giveaways and stuff like that, and be able to give back to the community that's been so wonderful and given to me for the last year. Yeah, it's go big or go home, and then that's kind of the deal. Is you gotta. There's a lot of extras that are just like my son. He wanted to, like, I don't know, when he was in high school, he started streaming and stuff, and he didn't understand really how much work it was. And once he started figuring that out, he was like, "Oh, yeah, there's a lot to it." If you want it to be successful, if you want it to turn into a business and a brand and that kind of stuff, which I do. I mean, I do want it to be more than just basic. I'll get there. You guys are awesome. You guys have been so huge in helping me learn some stuff and been patient with the stupidity of not getting stuff figured out, and giving me some advice on some stuff and whatnot. So I know I'm in the right crowd. I know I'm hanging out with the right people it's going to get there. I have a lady that if I could get a good design selected, she would do hats. And I have a guy who would do shirts, so that I could have some merch to put out there as well. So I have help when it comes to merch and stuff. I just don't want to bring merch into the whole, these are in the wrong spot, son of a gun, into it until just a little bit later, because I'm not 100% sure. One of the reasons is because I'm not 100% sure if my design and my logo are something that I really want to stay with. I think I want to do something a little bit different. KC, I appreciate that. I know there would be people, and you're not the only one. Other people have said something to me too, that they would get it. I just want to make sure that when I get to that point, I feel like the logo and the brand is at a good point that would make it worth it, to put it through there, and not, I do a run on it, and then I come back, and a year I come up with something different. Yeah, Safiria is exactly, spend 6 months on that deal, just trying to come up with something you feel really matches who you are. And that's where I'm trying to work through it right now, is because I think the main logo that I have right now, I'm not 100%, not 100% with it. Probably not even 50% with it. Um, and I do have people, you know, there are, I mean, out there, for those of you who do stream, I'm sure you guys have had the same problem. You've been hit up with people all the time like, hey, I do artwork. Um, the problem is everybody that has me look at their artwork, just about every one of them, all of it looks exactly the same. And I'm like, no, if I'm going to have somebody help me design something, or if I'm going to pay for a design, um, I don't want the same crap everybody else has. It has to be unique. Um, you know, because that's what makes it defining. And so that's one of the pieces that I'm working through, is just like, how do I make something that is defining? How do I make something brand wise that is unique, that does say, yeah, that's Survival Gym, you know, and it's recognizable enough to that point. And so that's where I'm at right now with that. And I need, oof, it's a lot. It's a lot. Way more than I thought it was all going to be back in the day. Okay, let's turn this one around. I've got 6 people. Yeah. I mean, there are people that, I mean, my biggest squirrel, okay, of the whole thing, and the deal that I made with my wife when I first said I'm going to do this, was that it was going to fund itself. Like, I wasn't going to take money from anything else to make it happen. This all had to do its own thing and fund itself and be its own, you know, entity, its own marketing. That's why that didn't work. That was backwards. And so that's kind of the the wrinkle, is the fact that, you know, I'm going to keep my promise to my wife that it's got to fund it. I need to gotta get used to the drone. Okay. There we go. Would you? Oh, Safirio, dude. You really don't have to do that, honestly, but since you said it, I'll abuse it. I'm just kidding. I won't abuse it. Calories are low. Of course they're low. Let's eat. All right, that's 2. That's 3. We got to go build the second floor. No big deal. Let's get the deal in here. Now that we've got things kind of sorted here, I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, that's gonna be right here. Yep, this will work. This will work. So we're gonna go there. Drone. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So close, yet so far. Okay, no. This will work. This will work. We do this. I think this one's gonna work right at the right spot. Yes, it will. Oh, ooh. Okay. Here, and of course I'm standing in the way as usual. How is it colliding with another building? Come on, guys. You guys, I'm not going to do it. I said I'm not going to do it today. I'm not doing it. I wasn't going to whinge today. Okay, let's get up top here real quick. All right, let's get this other one set up. Where are we at? Oh, we're not getting as far today as I want. What is today? Today's Friday. I think Christy works tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do... I need a smelter, not one of those. We are going to do a bonus stream tomorrow for StarRupture. For StarRupture. Yeah. Yep, we're going to do a bonus stream tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do StarRupture tomorrow. I want to work on this, okay? So we're going to continue to work on the 16,000 Wolfram plates that we need to make to get the next level. And with 3-hour chunks, and today being technically the last day that I'm streaming until next Tuesday, no, we're going to spend tomorrow. We're going to spend a lot of time tomorrow. And we're going to finish this base tomorrow. Yeah. Yep, we're going to do a bonus stream this week. Bonus stream tomorrow. Probably start about 10. So noon. No, we're going to do tomorrow. We're doing a bonus stream tomorrow. We're going to do a bonus stream tomorrow. We're going to go we're going to start at noon Eastern. And we're going to work on this 16,133 Wolfram plate base. And we're going to do that tomorrow. So starting noon Eastern time, I'll be on. We're going to do this, and I'm going to keep working on it as far as I can go to get it done tomorrow. Because we got like 8 minutes here to finish up time, and so we're not going to get it done here. But we need to get this done, or we're never going to get it. I got to spend some time doing it, or we're never going to get it done. So, yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to do it tomorrow. Let's go see what we got here. I know we have, this one's an 8. Yeah, so that's 240 items a minute right there. We can process 60, so that's going to be 4. So is this. That's huge. And then I think this one here is a 4. Yeah, so 20, 240, 480. Oh my God, there's so much wolfram right there. Let's put these down here real quick. Oh, can't build outside the area. And guess what we don't have? We don't have a freaking... I don't have a core. Or a heart. We gotta find another heart. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do that. We're gonna do, tomorrow's gonna be a special stream. We're gonna come in and start at noon Eastern. We're gonna oh my God, Safiria, why you gotta jump me off down a freaking memory lane there, dude? Yeah, noon Eastern time tomorrow. We're gonna dig into this 16,133 freaking Wolfram plate base, and we're gonna work until we finish it tomorrow. And then we'll pick up our normally regular scheduled programming, starting back up again on Tuesday. We have, when we end the stream here, we're gonna go. I'm going to take my break, stretch my legs, get a little food, and then we'll be back with 7 Days to Die. We have the day 112. We're on survivalist difficulty. Day 112 Horde. It's like literally within about 15 minutes of starting the stream. Maybe 20. Maybe 20. So you don't want to be late. And then we have, I think we got to go check and see if we get the 2-bit tower And if we can finally get through tier 7 2-bit tower, because we have now failed twice, one on the 3rd floor, and then once yesterday we didn't even get out of the damn basement and they got us. So we got redemption for 2-bit tower coming as well. So it's going to be hot. 7 days is going to be hot, kicking tonight. We got stuff to do, things to go, places to see, people to crush, zombies to kill. So we're going to do that here. Get started in about an hour on that one. Okay, that gets me to... Yeah, look at this. We set up this base over here. Hell, I don't even know what episode we were in. I'm not even sure where we were. I cannot remember when we were playing when we set this up. Where are these even going to? I got to go look. I know we need to wrap up so I can get my break in, but that's not even going anywhere. Neither is that one. Neither is that one. Neither is that one. We got all this helium over here. We're not even sending anywhere right now. Oh my God, that's too much. Oh my Lord, the Lord, help me. Help me. How do we get that much helium that's just sitting around doing nothing? That's crazy. That is crazy that we've got that much sitting around doing nada. All right, let's go put this thing down right here. This? No, I didn't set this one up 30 minutes ago. I set that one up. That's over here. That's the one I set up over here so I could move it off of where we're putting all the plate production. Now, that's a completely separate one. Yeah, that's completely separate. That we just got sitting over there. I mean, we literally are shipping it nowhere. It's going absolutely nowhere. It's just, it's all ready to go if we need to ship helium somewhere. But for right now, nope, it's just doing nothing. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Let's put these down real quick. I know I need to quit. I need to quit. I'll play this game. Tomorrow will be insane. Can I build? Oh, we need a base core. Stupid. Okay. All right, so there's one of the cores right there. We're shipping it all that way. If I come this way with it, I can get that sulfur right there. So let's do that. Okay. We'll put the barrier up, and then we're out of here. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I appreciate every one of you hanging out with me today, this afternoon. We're going to take a little break. We're going to be back with some 7 Days to Die. And we're going to have a hell of a time with that this evening. And then we'll be back tomorrow with StarRupture. We're going to play a freaking probably a good long day tomorrow with StarRupture. So keep an eyeball out. Keep an eyeball out. We're going to rock and roll with a lot of it. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to get this massive Wolfram plate base set up. If I had known that we were going to need that many plates back in the beginning, I'd have had this set up ages ago. That's crazy. That's a lot of plates. So we got to do this though. We can't get to the next level at all because I'm not making enough plates anywhere else to do any good. Right. Oh, shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back right here in 1 hour with 7 Days to Die, day 112. We are on survivalist difficulty. Woo, man, we have a very huge StarRupture Wolfram plate base that we need to get set up. This is going to be a big deal. We're going to do an off our normal stream tomorrow, our normal schedule. Tomorrow we're going to do a whole bunch of building for this massive Wolfram base here in in StarRupture. So you're going to want to make sure you're around tomorrow at some point in time. Stick your head in, say hi, wave, whatever it is, and we'll hook all that up. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in Ed. It'll be 55 minutes right now, and so we'll be back 7 days to die. Survivalist difficulty, day 112 Horde. I will see